Hi Jada, I'm glad to be a PR rep. I'd like to start by saying you've had an amazing career, ranging from the work you've done in movies to the work you've done in TV shows. I know you've dropped at least 2 books, which is great. So due to all the great work you've done, a lot of people know who you are, so that makes your name more vulnerable to the press. They want to find ways to damage your name, and that is what I'm here for. I may not be a celebrity, but I know being critiqued all the time can be very frustrating. I myself used to be a college athlete, and my father used to critique my game. I know how hard it is to think you've done good, and someone is searching hard for the negatives. I understand for sure. So my job is to help improve your image and give the press less negative things to talk about and more positive. That's what I'm here to basically revamp. All right. First, I'd like to dive into the headlines. About 70 to 80% of these headlines are about your marriage. A lot of people think you are out to humiliate your husband, which we both know is not true. Some example of these headlines I have written down here are, and I quote, Will Smith and Jada Smith's marriage is a sloppy public experiment. And that was posted by a blog called The Guardian, which a lot of people read, so it's really been out there. Excuse me. And another example is, we officially know too much about Will and Jada Pinkett Smith's marriage, and that was posted by Vogue, another very popular site. Those were the main two being repeated over and over again. So as you can see, a lot of them are about your marriage. So in this situation, I feel like it's best to defuse and dilute. And what I mean by this is, we want to show the public that you do respect your marriage and you do respect your husband, which is why I think we should start off by diffusing. When we diffuse, we remove the triggering devices, and in this situation, the triggering devices are how you and your husband basically kind of answer these questions. Like, speaking negative about each other to the public is not a good look on anyone's marriage, no matter who it is. So I think you guys should start keeping the negatives more private, and you guys should start start bringing out more of the positives, shine more light on the positives. We do not want the public to think you are a terrible wife and a terrible woman. I've talked to a lot of peers just to get a feel for who they think Jada Pinkett Smith is, and that is what they brought up, how they feel like you aren't a good woman and you aren't a good wife. And we both know that's not true. That is a long-term threat that could possibly affect your career as we keep moving forward. But you doing interviews stating that you guys are working to heal your relationships, like you did earlier this week on the Today Show, is a great start to the diffusing process, because it is shining light on the positivity that's going on in your marriage, not the negative energy that the world has blown up so much in these headlines that we've previously talked about. Another positive to start the diffusing process was, I know you had a book talk in Baltimore earlier this week for your new book that you just recently dropped. And not only did the children show up, but Will showed up, which is showing he has his own career. He's also an actor and all of that. So him showing up shows that he set time aside to be able to be by your side and support. So that is great. And I also feel like in upcoming interviews, if they try to bring up negative things, I feel like you should counter it with a positive, so they can't stir it up and blow up everything in these headlines like they're doing right now. Now that we've covered the diffusing process part, we can discuss what diluting means. When we talk about diluting, that means to decrease concentration. So, like I mentioned before, the people I surveyed about you, all their comments were towards your marriage. So I think we need to show the public that there's more to you than just your marriage to Will Smith. We need to decrease the concentration away from your marriage and increase the concentration to you and your overall career, and show them that there's more to you than just your marriage to Will Smith. So according to Vogue, here in my notes, it says that people think they know too much about your marriage. Therefore, when you're doing upcoming interviews, stick to your career and the positives of your career. Maybe start talking about what you plan on doing in the future. Do you want to do more movies? Do you want to do more TV shows? Do you want to write more books? Do you want to Do you want to expand your horizons and do something that you've never done before? What can the people expect from you coming in the future? If you do get asked for your marriage, about your marriage, keep it short, sweet, and also positive, and then move on to the next question. I'm very confident that if you implement these ideas moving forward, your image will surely be enhanced by great measures. Like a motto I like to live by, which is why I wore this shirt. I know it's a little, I've had it for a while, but the comeback is always stronger than the setback. So thank you for having me, and I hope this helps you in the future. Thanks.